to the ground, and his roots dug into the earth's core. And every single day his dreams and aspirations became stronger and stronger. As his eyes began to open, he looks into the distance to see his family, fade away, to see his family fade away. But he had a dream of one day growing tall, and one day losing his roots. And every single day it began to rain, from the morning until the night, until the next, for months. And day in and day out, the wildlife looked down upon him. The wildlife looked down upon him. They told him, they said, you'll never be anything. You'll never be what you want to be. Your dreams, they're pointless. They're pointless. But the rain continued to fall, and his branches grew longer and longer. His branches grew longer, and he grew taller. He grew taller day in and day out until his eyes grew above the tree line. Until his eyes grew above the tree line. He was looking down upon them. And in the distance he sees the top of the house, the roof, peeking above the tree line as his eyes did. He sees a light in the darkness. He sees the light in the darkness. And he wants to take his opportunity. He wants to take his opportunity and lift his roots from the ground. So he does. He lifts one leg at a time, his roots coming undone, his skin changing, fading. From a rich brown to an old gray, he walks to the light. Days pass and months pass, and he finally approaches the house. And in the four-pane window, the light shines out into his eyes, calling him. So he walks to the door. He walks to the door and grabs the doorknob to turn it. And he opens it. And he walks inside 1 foot at a time. He walks inside 1 foot at a time. And he closes the door behind him. He closes the door behind him as the deadbolt locks. With a loud echo through the house, the deadbolt clicks so loud as he looks into the living room to see empty spots where paintings used to hang, family pictures, and this coloring of the floor where a sofa used to sit, where the family used to live, The sound of the deadbolt still clicks through the house with a loud echo. He looks up to see cables where a ceiling fan used to hang. The house, it seems so vacant. So many years have passed. He turns to the four-pane window. He turns to the four-pane window to look outside to see the light. The light looks into his eyes and he looks into it. And no words are exchanged, but he understands every single word he says. And the light says, go to the door and unlock your full potential. Open the door and go outside. So he says, I will. And he walks to the door as the hard wood beneath his feet begins to crumble. As his branches begin to disintegrate, he walks to the door to open the door, to see the light in his eyes, to be reborn again.